Okay, so how did I get into the environmental business? Well, there's a little bit of a backstory to that, and I want to share that really quick because it's kind of an unusual thing. When I was in high school, I remember, everybody kind of had their ideas of what they wanted to be, kind of when they grew up, what they're going to go to college for, et cetera. And I just remember that I had this desire to be part of this group. I wanted to be an investment banker, like with mergers and acquisitions. Part of that stemmed from just the area that I grew up in. We were in a middle class, upper affluent, middle class kind of area, and a lot of our family friends were contractors, and we had a contracting company that was a support group to a lot of those with the water supply, and some of the guys were land developers and framing contractors, and these guys were all making a ton of money. And so my friends, there was three of us, and we thought, wouldn't it be so cool if one of you could be the land developer and the other guy be the home builder and one be the framing contractor, and I just had this kind of desire to go do kind of these different things. Of course, the family business was always in the forefront, as that was something that typically might be thought of that the kids would progress into, and I didn't have a tremendous amount of interest in that, so I got sidetracked a little bit. And since I had these connections and relationships with these family friends, and I could read plans and all that, I really wanted to get to learn a trade. And I wanted to learn, and I thought, well, the best thing if I wanted to build houses, I should be a framing. I should learn how to frame houses. I did some plumbing, I did some other things, but I wanted to be a framing guy. So I went out, set out, and I did that, and it was a great experience. Well, I was doing really, really well as a framer. I mean, back in that day and age, we were making like $40,000, $50,000 a year doing pickup work and all this type of stuff, and we were just killing it for that day and age in terms of the kind of money that we could make as a young kid. So as I had some success working as a carpenter, basically framing houses, my dad's company had been doing some expansion, and there's this opportunity that they had where groundwater was being contaminated and so on and so forth, and it was kind of a younger generation thing that a lot of these new engineers were these environmental engineers, and I was young, and my dad thought, well, maybe Kevin would be the right person or the right fit to put in there and work with these younger engineers and do that sort of thing. So I kind of ended up getting boxed into this business that I wasn't really passionate about. It wasn't really what I wanted to ultimately do, but kind of just fell into it anyways, and had a good run while it lasted, and you've already heard the story about how that worked.